Welcome, one and all. It's that time of the week again.
That's right. Our first podcast where we're on our own. And as you can tell, the channel has not changed a bit.
Not one single bit. So, yep.
I got a bone to pick with the fans.
No. Well, you have a bone to pick with the fans? Why?
It's about Megalodons.
Well, what about the Megalodons?
People are saying sharks shed their teeth and they have thousands of teeth. It's not rare to find a Megalodon tooth. I can't name a single person that I've met that has found a Megalodon tooth on a beach. And then there was someone that came back and said, because I said there's a finite amount of it, and people are like, there's a finite amount of human teeth in the world. What about that? I'm like, yeah, Megalodons are fucking extinct. There are 7.5 billion plus humans on this goddamn planet, and we continue to reproduce. How is that an equal way to justify your argument? Biatch. Anyways, I still think Megalodon teeth should be $5 million each.
I find out you've been hoarding them. And you're like, come on!
Like, I've just been going to the beach. You know, it's as easy to find them as your everyday sand dollar.
It's super easy. Like, Ryan, you have like 50,000 of them.
Just in my closet.
You're trying to convince, like you bankrupted yourself buying them because you thought they were like, you could sell them for so much more, and you find out they're worth nothing. Come on! These should be worth, think about it.
It belonged to a prehistoric beast millions of years ago. It did.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of teeth, I got my wisdom teeth yanked out of my head this week. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
All four of them. They reached in my mouth with little pliers and went.
I bet you had a better post experience than I did.
I did, actually. It was crazy because like later that day, I was going around LA getting coffee and just like I was fine. I had some pain the first day. I was a little loopy. But then they gave me that Tylenol 3 with the codeine in it, and I took it and I fell asleep, and then when I woke up I felt fine. And that was 2 days ago, and now my teeth don't, like, my mouth is fine. It doesn't hurt. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be much worse healing process where everything was in pain, and it's totally fine. I'd do it again if I could. If I could get all my other teeth taken out, totally would do it. What were you saying about your wisdom tooth experience?
I just said yours is better than mine.
What was yours?
I went to go, because you know how they put gauze where...
Yeah, that shit kind of hurt to bite down on.
The blood and stuff.
Bled for like a day and a half.
Yeah. Well, I went to go take a nap, and I leaned my head back.
Oh, no.
Then the bloody gauze went to the back of my throat. As well as because this is like not that long after it happened, as well as blood starting to pull out from the wounds. So I just started choking, and this was on one of my ex's couches. So I started like spitting up blood, and she's like looking at me like, like it looks like I'm dying. Like I'm spitting up a lot.
You wake up, you're like,
I know.
She's like blood and spit coming out of your mouth.
I go to and I run to her toilet, and I just like, and there's a shit ton of blood just spills out into the toilet, and she's like freaking out, and so she calls my mom. And then my mom picks me up and goes...
He does this all the time.
He goes, tisk, tisk, tisk. Again with this? Just call me to come pick you up. You don't have to make a scene every time you don't like a girl. Like that one.
That was really fucking funny, man. I just like, you're dating a girl and you don't want to date her, so instead of just like, I don't like you, you're just like
spit up blood.
You have to bite the inside of your cheek so hard that you just fill your mouth with blood just so you can spit it up all over her couch and ruin her parents' couch.
I have to bite the inside of my cheek so hard that I can stick my tongue through it.
Sorry, I just can't date you after that. Yeah, it was too traumatic. That was nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Well, yeah, I gotta put that fucking decal on my car, don't I?
Eventually.
Do you have any ideas?
I have a few.
Do you remember on
I just want people in California to hate you.
Oh, no, Ryan. Don't make it political.
Oh, of course I'm gonna make it political, buddy.
Dude.
Buddy.
Oh, my God, Ryan. Can we set some ground rules?
No, we didn't set any ground rules beforehand. Okay, one rule. It cannot be the N-word. There. That's your one rule.
Oh, thank heavens, dude. I was really scared you were going to put a giant decal of the N-word on the side of my car. Can we set some real ground rules? Okay, nothing racial?
Of course.
Nothing hateful.
No.
It can be opinionated, but it can't be hateful.
you can't then say just because it's political, it isn't the political mindset that you're in, that it's hateful. It will not be hate speech, but from a perspective, from someone in California's perspective, it may
Ryan,
be hateful.
What I'm saying, what I mean by like, is I don't want to be driving around Los Angeles with a thing that's saying like gays burn in hell on my car.
No. That's
Or like
hateful.
you're gonna
That's
give me
hateful.
like a rainbow pride flag on fire.
It's not just hateful; it's a fact. I of course don't believe that all gays are burning in hell. Some
Statistically, though, but it's not
some
because they're
gays
gay.
are burning in hell just because they're sinners.
Not because of the gay thing.
No.
Like, there's lots of
There's
straights
some
in
gays
hell.
in heaven.
And there's some straights in heaven. You know?
Some.
A couple. Well, you found it, like, actually, like, someone just fucked with it along the way in the Bible, but, like, actually straights just go to hell, and, like, gays are the only ones accepted into heaven. Dude, heaven would be the best party, you know? Get in there, be a bunch of, like, dudes in leather and Speedos and shit.
The best thing would just be the biggest fucking decal. Just all on the side. And all it is Trump 2020. I think that would be enough to get people to just really...
my car would get... It's Los Angeles. My car would probably get keyed.
Oh, yeah.
You know? You lost a pretty good one with Justin that we don't have to talk about.
No, we'll talk about it because I'm probably just not going to do it.
Yeah. Ryan, that was out of a... What?
That was out of 100.
That was out of 100.
Yeah.
First time Justin ever played What Are the Odds?
That's true.
Him and Ryan said the same number. And it was Ryan had to get a tattoo of the sound wave
of My Name Jeff.
My Name Jeff. And you're backing out of that?
I think I am. Here's the thing, unfortunately, with What Are the Odds? Whenever it's like 100, Matt and I and Jackson and Harrison and everyone I've ever played with have always backed out of something. I'm going to use my backing out of something for this one, probably.
Because sometimes it's fun just to see.
Now, and Justin doesn't even listen to the podcast, so he's just going to be like...
Some fan you are, Justin. Some fucking fan, man.
All I know is Justin was really harping on me early for not wanting to do it. He's like, come on, it was out of 100. You got to respect it. I'm like...
I was too, but it's just because I really wanted that.
Of course.
You know, you want to see it.
But I don't want to have that on my body forever, not even as a joke. I don't like memes affecting my everyday life.
It's not affecting your everyday
It would
life.
affect my
How is
everyday
anybody
life.
going to know it's the waveform for My Name Jeff?
It affects my personal life because I have to look at that and be like, ew.
What, is that going to bring your quality of life down?
Yeah.
You're going to be more unhappy in
I'm
life?
going to be cursed the moment that ink touches my skin.
You know how easy it is? Like, you're going to be like, oh, this is the heartbeat of my child from when it was in the womb.
But here's the thing, when you back out of an odds are, the thing that me and my friends used to do was the other person got to slap the other as hard as they wanted to.
We need to start coming up with some form of punishment.
There has to be some form of punishment. So
Otherwise,
Justin, there will be some form of punishment. For me, you can make me whatever food you want.
you have to go eat a whole meal at Arbys.
Oh no.
You got to eat a whole fucking... No, you have to go get the meat mountain at Arbys and eat the whole thing by yourself if you back out of something.
Matt.
What?
Odds are...
Oh no. You gave me a little giggle before you said that one.
Odds are you have... I'll pay for it, but...
Great.
You're going to get the meat mountain at Arbys. And you have to go sit in a parking lot on a hot day with your air conditioning off, and you can't turn on your car air conditioning on until you finish it.
Can I at least do like a food review while I do it?
Yes.
Or I'll go review the meat mountain in a burning hot... How about I drive to an Arby's in like Arizona in July? So
okay. Okay. But it just has to be hot as fuck.
Yeah, Arizona.
What if you have a fucking heat stroke in your car and die?
Die with a big meat mountain spilling on me. The cops find
being a cop. Being called to that. Being called to that call. It's just some dead dude in a car with an Arby's meat mountain.
like all over his lap.
The camera's still recording him. It's like,
Sir?
What
like,
the fuck?
it just opens up the... He's got a camera. He's like, what the hell happened? It would just look like... It's wild, man. Do you know what a meat mountain is?
It's a mountain of
It's
meat.
literally a mountain of meat they just give you at Arby's. Look it up. It's fucking... Like... The Arby's is like, why do people think we're so gross? It's like, look at them. It's called a meat mountain.
Yeah, odds are. You don't have to do the Arizona in July shit. But it's going to be a hot day, and hot days are coming soon.
10, yeah.
1, 2, 3,
4.
7. You did.
I said 4.
again.
I said 4. Yeah, I don't have to do it.
Matt, if I had said 4, people would have been like, "Why, Matt? Why do you go for 4?"
When we were counting down, I was frantically trying to think of a number. I know what I thought was, you know what? I don't think he's gonna choose 4 because he knows I'm not going to. So I did it because we just talked about it. So I'm like, I'm gonna do 4.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, or maybe he's thinking that I'm thinking that.
But you do have to buy us Carrot Top tickets. You do have to do something we can't say yet. And what's the third one, Matt?
The decal on my car.
For a week. That means from 2 p.m. one week or 5 p.m. whenever you start, exactly a week.
One of the greatest musicians of our generation.
Black Eyed Peas is a great. What?
Nothing.
It is.
It is. It's fantastic. I love the black-eyed penises.
Yeah.
Right. That's the content you guys fucking come for. All right?
God, cut this clip out. It is exactly what people should hear to have themselves turned away from this podcast.
Like, yeah, I've never listened to that SuperMegaCast. Let me listen to a random clip and see if I like it. And it's just that clip right there. That's not the one.
Does my voice hit the same waveforms as your voice when I talk?
I think so. Yeah,
kinda.
It does.
Okay.
Look at that.
Because I talk silently sometimes, and then I see like how see how small that is.
Yeah. Well, dynamics process, make it show up.
I just need to project more when I talk.
You gotta project.
See, here's me just talking regular. This is how I talk sometimes in the podcast. But I need to project more and do this a lot more.
Watch this.
Pronunciate my words.
Dude, it's really crazy talking and then looking at the waveforms being written with every word we say. Like, I'm looking at it right now. And if you guys download the waveform to this podcast, you can watch along and see the exact waveforms that are coming out of my mouth right now.
Hold on, I want to actually see what this waveform would look like.
What waveform?
Hold on.
Is it you want to see what my name of Jeff waveform looks like? To see what your tattoo would be?
Yes. I want to see if maybe it's a cool waveform.
Guys, download this shit, put it into Audacity.
Everyone's saying that.
All right, let's see it.
My name is Jeff.
One more time. I was talking.
When he talking. My name is Jeff.
That's it.
It's Hefe, man.
That doesn't look bad, dude. It's not a bad waveform. It looks like a plane about to fly into the sun.
It does. Yeah.
Or like a plane like about to crash into a big rock. So.
Like a building.
Yeah. It did, though. It really did. It looked like a plane about to crash.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
That one looks like a bird.
Now we're just having fun with waveforms. Like, oh. Do you see the shape of that one?
Watch this one.
Whoa. I got to dip down more than it dipped up. I just want this is what the podcast has evolved in. We're watching the TV screen and the waveforms. We were just
They're just the stupid noise.
like people
Like cluing in. They're like, what the fuck is going on?
What are they doing? There's not even any conversation. They're going, woo, woo. Oh, that one looked like dog bone.
Oh God!
I mean, if you download this podcast or are listening to it on some program where you can see the waveform, you'll be entertained too, because you'll be like, "Oh, look at that!"
It's the waveform. Well, they'll look a lot. They'll look a lot different than they are now because they'll be processed.
Whoa! Whoa, dude! That one was cool. Watch, it's like the very rapid. It's like SpongeBob.
Yep.
Everyone's turning this off. They're like, what the fuck is this, dude? People will look at your life. Your parents, for example. They see you playing video games as a kid, and they're saying, that's a waste of time. What's really a waste of time? Doing something you enjoy that's bringing you happiness? Or doing something that's someone else?
Others' happiness.
Right.
If you're on like my Freecams like I am.
Yeah. Ron, you got to start a My Freecams page. You getting tokens and just flicking the bean.
I don't even have to do that. I bet you there's some. No, there definitely are girls who are more lewd than nude. On
of course.
Freecams that just sit there and talk. I can just sit there and talk.
I think
hey guys.
recently.
Could you imagine just? Hey
Hey guys,
I'm
just
gonna be
waving
playing Dead Rising 3
on my Freecams instead of Twitch. Yeah, we should just, if like YouTube syncs, which it will one day, just switch over to my Freecams. Just upload all of our Let's Plays to like break.com or like
OnlyFans.
Hey guys, go check out our OnlyFans page for our newest Let's Plays. We could do that and just
Check
review
our
porn.
Sin Jared profile.
Dude, I really want to like do a porn review series where we sit down and like commentate while watching a porn. Like a riff track, but for porn, because Jackson and I have this talent for finding weird porn, and we have a whole Google Doc for it. But like, we showed you one we found recently.
One that
I don't even think we can
you
actually
can't even play the audio of.
There's I truly believe that it would be an incredible series if you and I just like commentated over a porno. Because I have a big list.
Let's
of
start
good
a
ones.
series that's hosted on Pornhub. Where we can play NSFW porn games and watch porn and react to it.
If Pornhub wanted to help sponsor that, I'd be so into that. Or,
Pornhub,
like,
if you're interested in hooking up with your boys SuperMega.
Pornhub hooks up with SuperMega. Let's make it happen. I know most of the employees from Pornhub listen to our podcast, so
And a lot of the actors and actresses on Pornhub also watch SuperMega.
We're the #1 porn star podcast that porn stars and sex
porn
workers
stars
listen
legitimately watch us?
We have been reached out to by porn stars before, saying that they're
Would
fans.
you say cam girls are porn stars, or do you think porn stars are separate than cam girls?
Well,
it's a separate environment. It's a different environment.
What do you
right?
define porn as? Is porn sex?
I guess, yeah. Okay, then cam girls are. It's a part of porn. It's under the porn genre.
It's under the umbrella of pornography,
Okay.
right? Because they're doing sexual things, unless you're Ryan McGee's My Free Cams, where
Yeah.
you're just playing Dead Rising.
I can just imagine it now. A porn star, freshly fucked on set, walking away to wipe the sweat from their brow. They put in their headphones, and as they get their makeup done on again, they're listening to the SuperMegaCast, or even better, Battle for Bikini Bottom Part 3.
Yeah, like you know, you know how like male porn stars between scenes will just have to like watch porn to kind of like keep it up, keep it going. I like to imagine that they put the headphones in and they watch SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom by SuperMega, the Let's Play series, in between scenes to keep it going.
Everyone deals with poop. I have to pick it up on a daily basis because of Lego.
Yeah, man, I have to do it too. Sometimes you call me over just to come over and just pick it up for you. I don't mind. I enjoy doing it. So, why did we just go silent?
I don't know. I didn't know if you were gonna add more.
I was just staring at
I
you.
don't know if you were gonna add more story to picking up my dog's poo poo.
No, I just like doing it. I got something.
Yeah, what is it?
We've been talking about it throughout this last week on the channel. You guys have heard us talking about it because we pre-recorded like 9 episodes or something before we went on tour. So you guys have probably been waiting like, oh man, I gotta hear about this. We've been talking about going to see John Wick 3.
Yep.
We saw it last night, ladies and gentlemen.
And you're going to probably hear us in Let's Plays talk about it a shit ton, even after this podcast.
Because it's going to be us talking about going to see it.
We recorded 9 episodes of Let's Plays, and I think in every one...
We're like, oh, we're going to see John Wick tonight. So for 9 days in a row of episodes, we're like, oh, dude, I can't wait to see John Wick 3 tonight. People are just going to be like, oh, man, are they just seeing it 9 different times?
No. But no, we saw it last night. It was a good old time.
We went on opening night. Well, let's tell the whole story. So
The crowd was antsy.
Oh my God, the crowd was. I had a blast in that theater because every time John Wick would stab someone or shoot someone, the crowd would like scream and be like, "Ooh!" I was getting into it. I could not contain my noises.
But as you said, let's start from the beginning.
We started off. We went to Hollywood.
Right after recording Let's Plays.
We went straight from recording episode 28 of Sekiro.
Yep.
No, not episode 28 of
Episode
Sekiro.
like 18.
Episode 18 of Sekiro, and we Ubered over to Hollywood. We went to a tiki bar with the Tucker brothers. Got some tiki drinks. Shit was good.
I got one of my favorites. It's a place called Tiki Tea.
Yeah.
And I had something called the Milky Way.
Yeah, which
and holy fuck.
That was amaretto, fucking coffee liqueur.
I gotta learn how to make these mixed drinks.
It's pretty easy. If you get the ingredients, it's just a matter of just get a little measuring cup. Ooh, one of little shakers. Yeah.
Yeah. They also had that machine that like foams it up a little bit for you.
A little frother.
Yeah. A little frother.
We need I want to start making tiki drinks, man. Tiki drinks are fucking. I love tiki drinks. And at the end, we all split one called the Ooga Booga. And
Everyone in the bar
started chanting.
Ooga Booga!
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like,
Ooga Booga Booga!
Can I get an Ooga Booga? And then they're like, Ooga Booga, Ooga Boo. And everyone in the bar starts doing it. And then I was like, just standing
it felt
there.
like for like about 2 minutes.
Yeah, it went on a little too long.
Ooga Booga!
Ooga
Booga!
Ooga Booga!
Ooga Booga!
And I was just like, I didn't know what I was. I wouldn't have got that drink if I knew that was gonna happen. It was good though, but it was practically just like you took a sip. Like the top of that drink was just like taking a shot of rum. It was so that set us up for the movie. Then we went and got Thai food in Hollywood
Before the movie.
Yes,
still.
and
Some pad see-ew.
I had some what was it? It was some roast duck pineapple curry. Mwah. Perfect for John Wick. I munched that down. We walk all the way down to the ArcLight Theater in Hollywood, which is a very famous movie theater, which is the best movie theater I've ever been to. Just because they really care. We've talked about it on this podcast before. They care about the experience.
It's like my favorite theater chain. They have one in
Santa Monica
and Sherman Oaks. I don't know if they have any other ones.
Are they like countrywide, like nationwide?
I don't think so.
They're great though, and they're actually decked out right now for the new Godzilla movie, where they have like a massive inflatable Godzilla.
They're decked out for the John Wick movie. They dressed the entire theater in a giant suit.
Yeah, they got a massive suit over the whole building. We don't realize it's actually just like bug bombing for like bed bugs.
But we're going in.
We walk in like, dude, they really went out. Look at all the smoke and shit. Dude, we should just fucking quit SuperMega and
Open
become
up
carnies.
a fair.
No, not even open a fair. That's too much work, Ryan.
A carnival?
Become carnies.
Become carnies.
Yeah, the guys that travel with
See,
carnivals.
You're aiming for the bushes, you know?
What are you talking about? Becoming a carny is the highest of my. It's like that's the pinnacle of all of this.
Why stop at being a carny when you can own the carnies?
Because if you own a carny, you're just gonna sit in a trailer all day and do taxes and finances for your carnival.
No, they wear top hats. They wear those fucking nice red coats with the tail ends on them, with the gold buttons and the black pants. They introduce everything.
That's
They're
true.
Like, look at all of my amazing things that I found. They're talking about people.
Yeah.
People with feelings.
Look at all these stupid items for your enjoyment. They're deformed.
Ew.
I love they used to do that, dude. They just put like people that have like deformities and like then charge people money just to look at them and go, oh my God. Oh, I saw that once. I saw the world's smallest man at a fair.
present to you the world's deadest baby.
Just a dead like fetus. Like, check it out.
Just a dead child.
I saw the world's
pretty fresh.
It's pretty dead. Poke it. Check it out.
Made sure of it myself.
Just kidding. I saw the world's smallest man once at a circus or something.
In the mirror.
No, I was looking at a picture of Ryan McGee.
Okay, turn it back around, I see.
He was pretty small, man. He was like 3 feet, not even. He was like a little dude.
Did you say hey?
Yeah, I said, hi, sir. And he said, hello. And when I picked him up in my hands, gave him a little kiss on the forehead. He said, save me from this prison. And I said, sorry, can't do it.
Jackson mentioned the chewing sounds. First off, I want to say that a lot of people were blaming me and saying, God damn it, fucking Ryan with the chewing. It's like, I had one pretzel in the beginning of episode 26. I had one.
Guys, may he who has never chewed a pretzel into a microphone cast the first stone, okay?
It really now I know what the responses to this will be. They're gonna say we're straw manning some arguments. Guys, you don't have to use debate terms to describe how we're chewing into shit and how we're defending that. Sorry it annoyed some of you, but don't worry. We painstakingly edited out the rest of the chewing in episode 28, and we even edited out Jackson and Harrison fully.
Yeah, they're gone now, and they will never be returning, unfortunately, because you guys got so upset about the pretzels. I do want to say, we legitimately did not realize that would ruffle feathers that much. So apologies for chewing the pretzels. But they're pretty good pretzels.
We will take our jobs as Let's Players a lot more serious, we promise.
I promise I will never do that again, guys. That's one of the biggest sins I've ever committed on this earth. I'm going to get up to heaven, and God's going to be like, sorry, man, you can't come in. And be like, what? And he's like, remember that time you chewed pretzels in episode 26 of Animal Crossing?
Was Harrison really chewing them the whole time, though?
I couldn't tell.
I thought he only had one, like a few in the bit we were doing in the beginning.
What's it called? It's the medical name for when you get mad at the sounds of chewing.
Well, it's when you. I know what you're talking about. It's not just mad; it's irrationally mad.
Yeah.
At the sound of
which
chewing.
we witnessed. We did witness that.
Yeah, we witnessed a lot.
So
of people.
apologies, guys. I hope that you'll keep watching Animal Crossing. You don't hate us all.
Like I understand.
We didn't realize.
I understand the whole getting a little bit upset, but some of y'all were furious.
The death threats were a little over the edge, but thank you regardless for those who sat through it and put up with the chewing pretzels. We won't do that anymore. Unless you want us to. We can do a whole ASMR video, a whole podcast, the pretzel episode, where we chew pretzels the entire time. They were gluten-free pretzels too, guys. I just want to point that out.
I just didn't think it was that serious.
I didn't think a second thought about it.
Like the thing is, we were all having fun. We legitimately had a good time that recording session. All of a sudden, the comments go bananas.
The dislikes and fuck you guys.
And we're like, Jesus, we had a good time with friends. But don't worry, we won't have good times with friends anymore. We're only gonna have forced comedy on the Let's Play.
This will go down in history as the great pretzel incident of 2019.
Oh yeah,
the fan base will always remember this.
We always have to have a big old incident, and now we're gonna have camp. You know, I minded the chewing, and I'm glad that it's over. And it annoyed me just a little bit. And then we have the people in the other camp, as you said, with the death threats,
the pitchforks,
and starting fires.
Yeah, someone apparently crashed their car through a bank in Dallas and lit the place on fire over it. Not cool. Don't do that.
Someone apparently ran into a pizza place with a shotgun and asked where they were keeping the Let's Plays without pretzel chewing noises in them.
Believe it or not, they didn't have any. But I heard that place does have good pizza, which leads me into, let's talk about tour. We just got back from our Northeast. Okay. Let's talk about the Philly show real quick. The last show of the tour. Great audience. You guys were so engaging and into it. And, it was a 21 plus show, so everyone was drinking. And there was this guy in the front row who seemed...
His name Roy?
Roy. His name was Roy.
Yeah.
I remember. Real cool dude. Met him at the meet and greet. But him and his girlfriend were sitting there. They'd had quite a few drinks. I could tell by the time, right when the show started, I'm like, oh, they've been going for a while.
Yeah.
So, they're sitting up front watching the show.
You could smell the alcohol on their breath from the stage.
It was disgusting. I almost had to walk off stage several times because they were so sickening. But basically, I put up with it. And then towards the end of the show, we were talking about our feet. About our specifically.
Well, you were talking about my feet.
I was talking about your feet,
and then I was trying to rebuttal and say that your feet aren't half bad as well.
Which the audience wanted me to show my feet. So, just like the New Jersey show, I did. I revealed my foot to the audience.
You took off your disgusting fucking socks.
That sock, I gotta say,
you wore the same pair of socks multiple days.
Roy, if you're listening, I gotta tell you something that I didn't really say on stage. So that was the end of the tour, man. I'm out of clean clothes at that point. There's nowhere for me to really do laundry on this tour. I'm wearing the same pair of socks 3 days in a row, and they smell like shit, okay? My feet are disgusting. I hadn't had a proper shower in a while. I'm like, it's the last show. We'll get up on stage. We'll get all sweaty. We'll do this, and we'll head home. So I got this nasty-ass sock on. I take it off, and I can, the stench of my foot.
The sock was damp.
The sock was damp.
Because I put the sock back on you on stage.
You picked up the sock. He yells out, he's like, I'll suck your toes, just out of the blue. And I was like, all right, well, this is interesting. So I challenged him. I was like, you will? And he's like, yeah. So I walked up. I presented my foot to him. He grabbed that shit. He was ready. He leans forward. And deep down, I had a part of me that was like, is he really going to do it? He might. He's had a lot to drink. He might actually do this. And I deep down was secretly hoping. I'm like, if he does, then it will make for a good finale to our final show. Jackson, are you counting gold coins back there?
I'm counting all my gold bullion.
He's counting all of his doubloons back there behind the couch. He's actually counting money from the show.
So he's
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands.
All the money that the fans touched. So.
Oh yeah, Jackson's touching on that money right now that you guys have touched with your own fingers. It's actually like $20, but
Yeah.
you guys didn't buy any merch, so thanks a lot for the support, jackasses. But he grabs my foot, and without hesitation, he slides
Does his tongue move around and shit?
Basically, I was very intoxicated by this point. This is near the end of the last show of the tour, so we had a lot of beer. We had a lot of sparkling. We cracked some sparkling wine on stage for the last drunk drawing segment, and the bottle was pretty much gone at this point. He slides my foot into his mouth.
Not just the toe.
No, he gets pretty much the whole thing. That shit went deep down in his throat. I was like, uh-oh, and I yank it back out. And I did feel his nice warm, wet tongue on the sole of my foot. Basically, I pull it out, and the crowd's going crazy. And then his girlfriend just yelled out, "He's got a huge foot fetish." I'm like, great. Well, that just made it 10 times more weird.
And then I made them kiss.
Yeah, you were like, "Oh, that was so nice. Why don't you give her a kiss?" And then she willingly, I thought he was gonna kind of like make her do the kiss, like reluctantly, but she jumped in there a lot more fast than he did. So
yeah, it was really gross.
It was disgusting. And I hope you guys. I did have athlete's foot within the past month, so might want to go get yourself checked out. Get some Tinactin, tough actin Tinactin for your face. That shit was really gross, I gotta say, dude. There's pictures of it online where he's got my foot in his mouth. I will not be doing that at future shows. So if you're like, I'm gonna do the same thing, I'm gonna suck Matt's toes on stage. That was a once in a lifetime moment.
I will say the only time I have to, if he was drunk, I do actually have to give him a pass, because the only time I've ever stuck a foot in my mouth.
Oh, we're getting the real tea here, dude. We're getting that inside knowledge.
Is when I was also drunk.
So you have sucked toes before?
Yeah.
I have too. Okay, I'll throw that out there.
Okay,
I've had a foot in my mouth.
I was intoxicated.
I was as well.
So maybe there's something that makes it a little more likely for a person to suck the toes. But given that he had a foot fetish, I think he was down either
Here's the
way.
thing. It's one of the things where you're like, I'll try it. Like let's see where this goes. And you try it, and then you then judge based on your experience if you want to continue doing that in the future. Which there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you're into, because foot fetishes seem to be very common.
Well, the thing is, like, the person didn't even ask me. I was just kind of like in my head, in my drunken state. I was just.
Oh, they didn't like ask for you to suck the foot.
No,
you just went for it?
I was doing the whole thing where it's like I'm gonna start near the bottom and kiss up their leg up, blah 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 blah.
Sex with Ryan McGee.
Except I just kind of I went way too far down, and I went to the foot, and I was like, whoa, I've never. And I was
just like chewing on the toenails, like. And you just never go back up. You just stay down there. She's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Don't worry, baby. I'm getting into something down here.
I mean, the truth of that situation was that I actually noticed that she hadn't trimmed her toenails in a while. So to kind of help her out.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't notice because I didn't want her to feel bad.
Ryan.
I was like, oh, I'm being different. I'm drunk. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, getting about to do something you're gonna regret, man.
But she had a nice toe trim that day. So
yeah, did you swallow them?
Did I swallow?
Did you just spit them out like watermelon seeds?
Yeah, right into a little bucket.
Ding ding doink doink. What's that sound? Nothing, sweetheart.
I saw it on Twitter Moments, but guess what?
What?
Apparently Robert Pattinson as #Batman is more important than a genocide. Apparently #Godzilla movie is more apparent.
I love it, dude. I love how Twitter Moments work, because it'll be like the top thing will be like Kim Kardashian goes bowling, and then the second thing is like mass shooting kills 22, and it's like, oh, okay.
You just say that, but police confirmed multiple injuries in Virginia Beach shooting 6 minutes ago.
Wow, it's almost like this happens non-stop in America.
But it's National Smile Day.
Yes, smile! Jesus Christ. Dude, how many shootings are there every fucking year now? My God.
I can't find it. Hold on. Jesus. You'd think a genocide would be probably top news, right?
No, dude. Kanye walked into a stop sign. That video is actually really fucking funny.
I haven't seen
he's like
it.
You have the TMZ video where Kanye's like walking. He's like, stop filming me, man. And then he like smacks his head into a sign, and it's like, boom. And he just like grabs his head. It's very funny.
Yeah, National Inquiry calls murders and disappearances of Indigenous women a Canadian genocide.
Damn, Jesus.
Maybe this will cheer you up. The report obtained by CBC News and verified by sources concludes that a genocide driven by the disproportionate level of violence faced by Indigenous women and girls occurred in Canada through state actions and inactions rooted in colonialism and colonial ideologies.
Whoa!
I didn't
Shit.
get anything about the new From Software game in that. Next topic.
National Smile Day.
It's National Smile Day.
Kim Kardashian releases new pussy.
Yep, I got a brand new pussy, guys.
Did she really?
So
she got a new pussy.
brave. So brave to have a new pussy.
She got a new pussy put in.
New and improved.
New and improved Kim Kardashian pussy. It was one of the craziest operations of all time, but she got a brand new
Did you guys
pussy.
ever talk about what Khloe Kardashian's pussy supposedly smells?
Oh my God, I read that. That was so. I mean,
Under oath.
Under oath, her ex-boyfriend, right? It was her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Had to say something about like how her pussy smelled.
Like the back of earring.
Said it smelled like the back earring backings and tuna fish or something. It was disgusting. Like, but
I'm sure he's just not trying to be an asshole.
He was under oath. It had to do
Who
with the
cares? A lot of people lie under oath. How are they gonna prove? Like, how are they gonna prove that he's lying?
bring her in, jury.
The judge has to smell her pussy.
Oh, he's right. Jesus.
He goes, nope. It's more like halibut. You're going to jail.
Maybe the front of an earring.
Not the back though. When the Tucker brothers are in the room, I get obliterated.
You do.
I
don't.
You do, yeah.
I don't know. I guess they're not
Well,
as comfortable with me
You
yet.
know, when Matt's in the room, my save gets obliterated.
Ooh. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't have anything to say back. Sorry.
Why don't y'all roast me? Come on. Roast me.
Ryan, you're too handsome.
It pisses me off how handsome you are and how good your hair is.
Guys, you're being too mean. That's too
I wish I could
mean.
just yank your hair out, but it's just too strong. I can't.
Stop. Stop
Your
it.
teeth are too nice.
Aw. I'd say they're a bit yellow.
Your
and
fat
need a-
fucking dipshit who doesn't pull his weight on SuperMega.
Oh, have
That's
y'all ever
crazy.
have you ever tried like ant
Eating it?
piss?
No, what?
Yeah.
Ant piss.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ant piss or like some sort of ant
Wait, have
acid
you?
thing. Yeah.
promise.
What do you mean? Okay, whoa. Does it come in
Yeah.
like a bottle?
Y'all sip it?
No.
Or do you get the ants and you squeeze the piss out of them?
What is this?
It's easy money, okay? Check this out. You grab like a little like plant, right?
Yeah.
Like let's say a leaf that's kind of like
Long.
not too bendy and long, right?
Okay.
You lick it and you shove it in the anthill and you keep it in there for like I don't know, 15 seconds. You pull it out, you shake the ants off of it, and then you lick it. And it's fucking
What?
like a sour treat.
Like it's
Brad,
good.
what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Are you like a hunter-gatherer? Like this was your treat as a
It's a
kid?
good shot of vitamin C.
What are you talking about?
I picture young Rav with a loincloth going out in the
Like
woods.
in the jungle, like ant piss.
Rab's mama pulls up and she's just like, "Hey,
Not
what are you
again.
doing? What are you doing out there?" He's like, "I'm sipping ant piss, ma." Hey, yo, ma, I'm sipping that ant piss.
Hey, yo, ma, let me live, ma.
Show me love.
Show me love, ma.
We love.
You selling repos?
What's he doing out there, honey? Oh, he's doing the whole ant piss thing. Just let him believe it. Just
I
let him
kind of want to
believe
try it now. I'm down.
Yo, can we do it?
What?
Can we do it?
Let's find some ants.
Also, wait a second. If you stick a wet leaf in an anthill, it's gonna come out caked in dirt. So you're licking all that.
What are you
dirt,
talking
too?
about? Okay, it's not like a leaf. It's like a, like a.
Like a
stick?
blade of
It's like a-
grass or something?
Yes, there you go. Something that's kind of like leafy. Licking a stick is gross, dude.
Dude, sticking something in an anthill and then sucking whatever liquid from the
I'm
ants
not
put on out
certain.
is
Now,
gross.
I'm not some sort of scientist. I don't know if it's actually piss or just they shoot it up with the acid because they're like, hey, he's attacking our home. Hey,
Yeah,
Donnie.
Thermo.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, what the
Donnie.
fuck is this guy? What's his
walking
name?
here.
Rav? What the fuck is this?
Hey, fuck, Donnie. What the hell is
Coming here
this?
stealing our piss?
Hey, fuck you, you ball bag. I'm gonna piss on it.
Is that like a fucking Italian anthill?
Hey, Donnie.
Motherfucker! I'm walking here.
And then I shake him off. And they go slurp, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, that's sour.
What does it taste like?
Sour. It tastes
Just
like
sour?
a warhead.
Like
kind
I've
of.
eaten an
Dude, you
ant
probably
before. They're
shouldn't
like
be
sour.
eating it then.
It's chill.
That means it's acidic.
It's chill. Yes, it's acidic. Not
Yo,
everything
I'm about
that's
to go
acidic is
sip a
bad.
whole fucking vat of ant piss after this.
Okay, well, you could actually do it right now.
That might be too much.
Because Matt and I have to read some ads.
Okay, cool. Do it.
All right, today's ad is for ant piss.
Sick.
Uncle Rav's ant piss.
Rav
You
was
are
telling
excited.
us a story about growing up when you said
breathe
teenagers gave you a cigarette.
Oh yeah, I first smoked my cigarette my first cigarette.
Your one cigarette that you have to this day that you continue to smoke.
Puff off every year.
I'm a terrible hoarder.
Still has it.
So the first cigarette I ever smoked, I was 2. It was out on the block.
Wait, you were 2?
Yeah.
What? Nuh-uh. How can you
Yes.
remember this? I don't remember shit when I was 2.
Oh, I got my ass beaten bad enough to remember it.
He grew up in the Soviet Union.
Wait, you stole? Did you steal this cigarette from Putin himself?
Listen up, kids. All right. I was walking around the block because I was the god on the block.
When you say block, you mean like the Soviet block?
The post-Soviet Union, like little ghetto playground.
Would you
know?
say you were more waddling?
I wasn't waddling. I was.
I
walking.
can't picture a 2-year-old like doing like an adult.
Listen,
business.
he was like
driving
pimp.
his father's
Listen, he was like pimp strutting, and
Yeah.
anytime
He
he was
had
like,
his
brah, brah, you know, it was a real flex.
So the neighborhood was covered with cigarette butts all over the place. So I just picked up one because everybody's smoking. I walked up to these 2 gentlemen that I thought were adults. Looking back at it, they might have been teenagers.
SuperMega fan.
You thought like
Probably.
you were an adult in your head at that time, right?
You're like, yo, let me up.
No, I wasn't some psychopath, dude. You know,
You knew you were a little baby.
I knew what I was doing. I was like,
I am a baby.
I thought to myself, goo goo gaga, you know?
Yeah, that's what he was thinking. And he knew it.
So I was like, I come over, I'm like, light me up. I was like, spark me up. And they're like, yeah, okay. And because they thought it was funny, right? And so they did. And then my mom saw me. She was like, I'm going to beat your ass. She came out. She beat my ass. And she brought me back. She locked me in the room. Went to wash dishes in the kitchen. She hears that I stopped crying. She's like, damn, did he fall asleep? She goes back into the room. And I'm not there. I jumped out of the window back on the block. God on the block.
Damn, the god on the block. I just like to imagine you as a
Twitch,
child.
you know, I'm just.
I imagine you as a child, and you just walk up to these teenagers, and they're a little confused, and you're just like, "Hey, Donnie, you got a fucking light?"
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, yo, I just flew from the fucking anthill. Y'all got a fucking lighter?
If that was a short film, it would have ended with a still shot of the open window and then a tracking shot of you walking, smoking that same cigarette.
Actually, when I left the room and I jumped out, I went out on the block and I was hiding from my mom. There was like a big tire.
What better way to hide yourself than with the smoke of a cigarette?
There was a big tire suspended from the tree, like from the branch off of like a rope, and you could sit inside it, you know? And so there was just a bunch of little homies inside.
How many kids were just in a tire?
Yeah.
They were little people.
You found a colony of little people hidden in a tire in the Soviet Union.
From memory, that shit was massive, okay? But yeah, so she found me and she beat my ass. Again, because she was like, well, you
Did
ran
she roll
away
all
from
of y'all
home.
in the house and start beating y'all one by one?
Oh, Rev.
Yeah, there was like the other story I told him where like there's apparently this gentleman that came up to me and was like, you want some ice cream, boy? And I was like, hell yeah, bet. Come through.
Big bet. Betty spaghetti.
So I said bet, and then but one of the friends of my mom saw it happen, like one of the younger girls, and they ran over to my mom. They're like, hey, there was Rav said bet to someone who was like, you want ice cream? And she's like, oh, holy moly. And then she ran out.
My boy Rav's in trouble.
Oh my God, mom?
Yeah.
Whoa, I thought you were in Texas. Okay, so then she says, oh, holy moly, runs out and finds me, and come to find, like, the gentleman's actually giving me ice cream.
Oh.
Yeah, he gave me ice cream.
That's so nice, man.
What a happy ending.
He's just trying to give like a kid some ice cream out of the kindness of his heart, and everyone's accusing him of doing some creepy shit.
I have
One
like
of those comedic things where like the mother looks and he's like giving you ice cream. She goes away. He's like pulling down his pants. She looks again. He goes, zip. The ice cream's there again.
all I'm gonna say, it's a
It
good.
does the thing where she's going back and forth like really
The
fast.
audience laughed at it.
Yep.
It's funny you guys say it because it was a pretty good memory, but then there's like that like 10-minute that I just can't remember. Just blacked out my head.
Memories can be like
All
that
I remember, he was like, "Hey, come here," and then it's like, "What?"
Cosby effect.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a commercial with Bill Cosby. It was like from the 80s, and he's like, if you do drugs, you're a failure.
Cosby effect.
And
If you do drugs, you're a failure. But if
Yeah.
you give them to other people like me, you're a winner and a rapist.
That's what I said.
Listen, if you do the drugs, you're a loser. But if you put them in the woman's drink, you put them in Crazy Mary's drink, that's Spanish fly,
You're a winner. You're a fucking winner.
Oh, I think I took a sip. Oops.
Uh-oh, he starts fingering himself. No, Cosby, stop. I can't help myself.
Who did that turn into? Turned into someone else.
Old Forrest Gump.
Yep, that's it.